We will carry on from where we stopped with Chapter 4 series of lectures, and now focus on Chapter final stages and post-project sections of Chapter 4 of the Axelos Prince 2 Agile Manual. Chapter 4 focuses on the Prince 2 journey when using Agile. Now we reach the final stage of the project. As projects are temporary undertakings, at closing a project, process begins once the project manager has gained approval for the project product. The project board ensures that the recipients are ready to own and use the product. Once confirmed, the product can be transitioned into operational use, and the project can officially close. Project documentation should be tidied and archived, performance is assessed against the original plan, and project resources are released. Closure also involves planning post-project benefits reviews, for benefits that can only be measured after the product is in use. All these activities are part of the closing a project process. When formal checks are made against the project baseline defined in the PID, the key aspects that are assessed include the amount that was delivered, what extra was delivered, and what was removed. This will have been happening continually throughout the project as the teams work iteratively and respond to feedback. These assessments are not surprises, because teams have been working iteratively and responding to feedback throughout the project. Some of the products that the project intended to deliver may not have been created and may have been replaced by others that were not part of the original plan. This will have been communicated throughout the project and will not come as a surprise to the project board when they authorize project closure. The customer is already in ownership of several products that have transitioned into operational use and is now realizing benefits. Tidying up and archiving is a routine task by this point, as it has been taking place regularly throughout the project. Its value is known to everyone, and it is not seen as simply a bureaucratic task. Finally, let's look at the process aspects of Agile project closure. Closing and decommissioning a project is not a significant event, as it is a case of tidying up and finishing off many activities to do with lessons, archiving and handover which have already been started, because by this point several releases have taken place. Project closure involves, or is held as a retrospective. There is an assessment of how appropriate the use of Agile turned out to be to help with guidance on the use of Agile for future projects. Part of this reflection also includes assessing how effective Agile was in helping deliver the project. This informs future guidance. Outstanding work still exists on backlogs of some kind, for example a release backlog, and this is then moved to other backlogs, for example an existing business as usual backlog, discarded or archived. Looking at products at the final stage in Agile. Lessons may be handed to project support informally, or project support may have been included in retrospectives if the teams were happy for them to be in attendance. Backlogs are key artifacts. They are lists of new features for a product, often structured as user stories that describe who wants the feature and why. The term backlog is flexible and can be defined in terms of releases, sprints, or products, making it a central tool for tracking ongoing or future work. Finally, let's look at the post-project phase. After the project closes, typically it continues contributing towards the benefits defined by corporate, program management, or the customer. Even though some of these benefits may be realized during the project, it is likely that many or all of the benefits will be realized post-project. Corporate, program management, or the customer therefore needs to be satisfied that the project has contributed towards benefits realization, and is therefore likely to hold one or more post-project benefits reviews. The reviews will be signposted in the project's benefits management approach. If the project is part of a program, these reviews are integrated into the program's benefits management activities to maintain alignment and accountability. Post-project benefits review focuses on confirming planned benefits have been achieved, identifying planned benefits not achieved and agrees on a follow-up action plan, recognizing unexpected benefits and any disbenefits that resulted, providing lessons learned for future projects. In Agile projects, some benefits may already be delivered before project closure. Post-project reviews may also consider features that were not implemented at handover, ensuring nothing critical is missed and planning for continued delivery if needed. Think of it like a restaurant tasting session. You check if all the planned dishes turned out well, note any surprises good or bad, and decide if some recipes need tweaking for the next menu. Thank you for listening. You have now completed the series of lectures on Chapter 4 of the Axelos Prince 2 Agile Manual. Please drop your questions or any further comments in the chat before continuing with the next lecture. See you in the next lecture focused on Chapter 5 of the Axelos Prince 2 Agile Manual.